Good evening, everyone. My name is Kim, and I hope today my presentation will be helpful to those who are Swift developer. Okay, let's begin. Memory management and ALC. Swift uses automatic reference counting and don't need to manage the memory for every reference type object. Thanks to ALC, far less to make memory management mistakes. However, still, even in Swift and with ALC, it's possible to make memory management mistake, which can lead to excessive memory usage and crashes or mysterious misbehavior of your app. What ALC is and what it does. Retaining and releasing an object was a matter of the developer. You can't call retaining or the releasing ALC, under ALC in Swift. That's because ALC is calling retain or release for you. That is ALC's job to do for you. What to do? Trouble can arise when two class instances have references to one another. When that's the case, you can have a retain cycle, which will result in a memory leak, which means that the two instances never go out of existence. You have to break the retain cycle manually. From now on, I'll let you know how to find the retain cycle and break it manually. I have prepared two projects, one on the iOS and another one on the Mac OS. Okay, at first, on the iOS, let's track down the retain cycle and break it. Simply, this project three classes. One, view controller, and another class, and the pop-up view, and the third one, second view controller. As you know, the view controller is to set up the background and set title color, and set title, and the corner radius, and frame the size, and the location, and at the target method reference. Did tap button, the method reference. And the second class, the pop-up view, this UI view. And this is just the frame size. And the third one, the second view controller. This is a pop-up view. What color is to set up. If I the build up build run. Slow, but okay. There is a hello world button. There is, and if I tap, the yellow UI view pop up, and dismiss, and tap, and what the heck? There you go. Product and profile. And choose leak. And pop up the instrument here. And the target, I choose install app. And click OK. There is something wrong. It wasn't easy. Okay. It's a sweat. And recording. And time lapse begin. And there's a template 2. And I choose leak check. It's not only the diagnose memory leak. If there is a memory leak, there is the red mark and the risks. Object is listed here. Memory allocation, how many memory leaked object here. But unfortunately, it's not diagnosed. However, Xcode has another one. That's why I do love the Xcode. And debug navigator, click, and there is a CPU, memory, disk, network, and memory. And you can see this memory use and the time lapse working. But it's not easy to diagnose memory leak. I do love this one, the memory graphic. Click. And let's take a look. And there is the pop-up view and second view controller. This is the okay. Pop-up view. Pop-up view. Second view controller is a retain cycle here. It shouldn't be, but there is. There is. And if I second view controller, there is a second view controller and pop-up view retain cycle. We have to break manually. So back and take a look. As you see, there is, I already prepared the save time. There is a let view controller, UIV controller, and this is a connection with the second view controller. So this one, let control view controller disable, and the weak reference. Oops. Weak variable. This is a kind of a formula you have to remember and keep your mind. The weak reference variable front, and this is type optional. That's why type optional. And then task stop and back build run. They tap and dismiss and tap, and this is working properly. And click and debug navigator and the memory. And it's not always diagnose memory conspicuously. That's why this memory graphic is far better. As you can see, the two class instance, the pop-up view and the second view controller is gone out of existence. That's what now is fixed. But for sure, this one is, but you are already familiar. This choose a target install app. There is, and do not confuse that you should write target. The default notion it isn't. That's why you take a look and install app. And figure it out, and you should select and start immediate mode recording. And then your application test and the time lapse moving, and if there is a conspicuous memory, it should red mark and linked object listed here. But not easy to figure it out, just memory allocated list. Just you figure out the instrument, how many object memory leak. You can figure out how many object. And yeah, if I already told the memory gets reflect down, there will be red mark, and the leak object will be listed. And show debug navigate the pane and take a look at the memory use, but it's not always diagnosed. And this is a memory graph, and already you saw there is a power view. There is the power view has a retain cycle, and as well as second view controller has a retain cycle. They take a look and figure it out. And after that, after we collaborate, what difference between and after, take a look at the memory use. Very tiny. That's why it's not always the diagnose. And the memory use is dropped after we create, very tiny drop. That's why not need to make a decision, but already proved if the instrument working properly, there is how many objects leaked now. But as I told, it's not always nice. And then retain cycle with the two class instance has gone out of existence. There is just a default after that, and you should back. There is a after tab and power view up and dismissed. There is that state after that is gone because get out because the pop-up is pop-up. They all holding each other. The retaining, the pop-up view controller, pop-up view and second view controller so connected, retaining. That's why you have to your app completely out of the working, and then back to begin, and then the memory graphic you tap, and there shouldn't be the object should be gone. and take a look, and two class instance, public view, as well as second view controller has gone out of existence. That is, the sign is fixed, no memory leak. And second project is under Mac OS, retain cycle and no retain cycle. Soon you figure it out why I just blank. Okay. Now second project, macOS. This is the command line tool application. It consists of three: person, and very simple. That person class, protocol custom string convertible. This protocol. I can use description variable closure, description closure here, and this and just the name and the offset. This is array, and this is something to do with the offset class. Later I'll show you. And the D init, and I inserted the print statement. Self is being deallocated. Later you figure it out. And there is a class method, take ownership, and external argument is offset. And this is set up the name and the offset, append the offset. And the offset class, this also the offset class type, the custom string convertible. This also description, variable description closure. And this offset consists of offset name and offset value, and there is owner as a person. This is a person class type, reference type variable. And variable description, the string, and let there is owner, the assigned, return asset name and worth. They're owned by, oh, hold on, it's too short. There's asset name and asset value and owned by actual owner. And if there is assigned. And otherwise, asset name was a value and not owned by anyone. Why this the setup this message? Later you figure it out. And also the init. This is a self is being deallocated. Now main. Main is a variable Bob, Bob, and reference class reference person and the person name Bob. That is assigned Bob. And the print created Bob, and this is one name is here and here's here, and might be you can see there is after build after you can is visualized. And the variable, the MacBook offset, and the head and the cell phone. That's offset class instance create a MacBook and the head offset class instance created MacBook head and the cell phone. However, just two. There is ownership, as you see, as you saw, the person class. There is a external argument, MacBook, this variable created, and second one, the Bob, and this one that had creatures people created this, take ownership this Bob. And while Bob is alive, head owner is a head owner. And Bob near, the Bob variable is now should be near. And the printer after the Bob is deallocated, head owner is this is near. That means that and the print statement owned by not owned by anyone. And after the variable MacBook and the MacBook offset the class instance near, head near, and the cell phone near. It's a offset class instance assigned to near. If I okay, this will run. There's console message here. Oh, sweat. As you can see, created optional person Bob, and while Bob is alive, head owner is optional person Bob. Yeah, Bob is alive, that's why. And the Bob variable is now near. After Bob is deallocated, head owner is optional, but still optional Bob. This is the retain cycle, should be near. That's why. And the offset iPhone 15 was, 1500 and not owned by anyone because the previous take ownership, the class method didn't use this offset iPhone 15. It's being deallocated. So that's why not owned by anyone. And you might be figuring out two print statements missing because that was retain cycle. That's why unable to print it here. Now back. And it is more also to save time. Already I have prepared. And weak reference owner person optional. And will run. Might be wrong. As you see, what is the difference between? Let's take a compare the console message for retain cycle and no retain cycle. It's quite different. As I told, the optional and the person Bob is being deallocated, and the Bob variable is now near. After Bob is deallocated, head owner is near. And didn't appear here, and the two offset class instances none, because the owner is near, as well as is deallocated. There is D in it. That's why deallocated to offset is class instance here. And iPhone 15 already there was. That's why here. That's Now Q&A. If you have a question, just go ahead.
All right, thank you so much. Round of applause. Thank you for reminding us that memories are big trouble, and it's not always fun to solve. All right, any questions? Yeah. We have another mic.
Oh yeah.
The equipment. So, you go.
So many goodies. Thank you for the talk.
Welcome.
I wanted to ask you if you've ever used the leaks tool that also comes like inside like the runtime to detect runtime leaks that comes as like a purple thing inside Xcode. You don't need to launch instruments. It's like a check that you can do when you run.
You should. You should because not only is diagnose. Otherwise, however, might be this is tiny memory leak. Might be it's timeless. Couldn't catch it. However, you should take a look. You should run the instrument. You should take a look time nap, as well as you should just before you saw that memory check, and there is visualized the memory user. Take a look, but it's not easy to. It's very complex. That's why to make sure, I recommend the memory graph is far better, and you can see, and take a look, and application running and dismissed. After that, application run, dismiss, and if there dismiss after there is memory graph, the listed here. There is a memory. You can take a look, and there should be class. You should take a look, and there is class instance or not. You should take a look. And if there is a class instance, and you should check, and what class instance retaining. They're retaining. That's why even you dismissed, get out of the program, but still there is. That is used memory. That's why you should back after take a look, and every single the class instance you take and take a look, which classes is connected each other. That's sort of like each other like this. You should break down because strong reference, weak reference is break strong reference. That's why weak reference variable as well as it's not constant. Use variable as well as the type optional. And then after that, this is a connect strong reference break, and gone out of existence. After you update and build run, and it's gone. Yeah, is it enough to explain?
So it's very manual process.
Pardon?
Very manual process. You have to go and do specifically for.
Yes.
That's very manual. No automatic thing to detect.
No automatic, but fortunately, the value type, the struct enum, you don't need to take care of those value type reference. Only class instance, you should take care of that manually. Welcome.
The good thing is once you actually find your first memory leak, you can build a process in your head, or I should avoid this kind of building my code like this because I know in advance to occur the weekend cycle. I think that's what most people do. Like it's always like, oh, I can identify right away in this code there will be one, so we tend to not.
I think for me the problem is I detect it once, I fix all of them, and then I forget how to do it. And then I introduce new ones, and then some months later I think, oh, again. So there is no automatic way to not introduce them because the language allows you to do it, right? You cannot prevent it at compile time, for example, or make Xcode tell you, shout at you when you introduce a leak. That would be super great to get those alerts, but we need to ask Apple for next year.
All right, any other
Okay.
question?
Any question?
And I can continue with this tough questions. since all of your examples had object A referenced object B, and the object B had reference back, could you have just used unowned instead of weak?
Unowned, as I know, is too risky. That's why it's not recommendable. There's a weak reference is far better, I suppose. I have no idea. I didn't use it before, that's why. But as I know, the risky, too risky. It's not recommendable.
This is always the same paradigm. Like, I think unknown worked here, probably works, but it's always like weak is the silver bullet. Like, you put it everywhere, and you make it works. That's the secret.
Unknown is like, I need to be sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, the silver bullet is just weak self, and then you have your godlet, strong self equals self as return. The same thing all the time. This is the silver bullet. So, yeah. Anything else? Another question?
I like the leaks. When did they add to instruments leaks? I honestly did not know that there is a leaks option. I was always using all the other tools.
Oh my God.
What is it? Is it type?
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know there is leaks.
Oh, there is.
Yes.
I'll take your Xcode. All the way
Sadly, I am on the latest version.
Xcode is so beautiful. I love this Xcode. I love Xcode. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, we're glad you came.
I mean, I'll actually test it because I have some NS managed object leaks for sure happening in the property wrapper. So I need to, I'm going to try these leaks.
All right. Any other questions? No? All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.